Hello, assalamu alaikum beautiful people, and welcome to this video. Today we are going to discuss, and I am going to gush about The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's a new favorite. It is a story about, here are my notes because I had to delete the last time I filmed this video unscripted. Hey, new Almira. You know it's a good book when I have 2 pages of notes, okay? On with the premise. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is a story of story of the daughter of a Cuban immigrant who really wants to become a famous actress on Hollywood, and she wants to get out of her life of poverty in New York City. So Evelyn Hugo herself is a very interesting character, but I will get into that one later. So now the setting is that she wants to hire Monique, a small-time journalist. She's not as well known. So Evelyn asks for Monique's publishing house, or, I don't really know the jargon, but still, the publishing house for Monique specifically. She wants to do an interview with Monique specifically. So there is an intrigue why such a big A-list celebrity would single her out, and that's the last of Monique I'm gonna mention because it's a huge spoiler.
A few moments later.
Okay, now Monique's coming back again. Okay, I'm sorry. So Monique's being hired secretly to ghostwrite Evelyn's biography. So Monique can sell. So Evelyn Hugo, she... I lost my train of thought, and my forehead so big that you can see because I cut my hair because summer is coming and it's heat. Okay, bye. Hugo is hiring Monique to ghostwrite her autobiography, so Monique can sell that authorized, the seal of approval from Evelyn Hugo, like authorized biography, and Monique will be keeping all that profits. So that's a very big intrigue on why her. No, that's that's out of. Now Monique is out of here. Now, Evelyn Hugo is such an interesting character because, as in-universe, such an interesting character because she, as the title suggests, has 7 husbands. Now, why does she have 7 husbands? Why was her marriage blah 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 so disorganized? And who was the true love of her life? And that is a very big mystery. Yeah. So anyway, Evelyn Hugo has this intrigue and charm about her and around her life, in real life that is, in the book's real life, and she is such a well-written character. She is so fun to analyze because she is willing to do what is willing to be done. Evelyn is ready to do what requires to be done, and she is willing to do some shady stuff to get where she wants to be, and she is willing to break hearts, she is willing to manipulate, and blah blah blah. An example would be her lying about her age at the age of 14 so that she can marry a man and get to Hollywood from New York City, from her poor neighborhood. I really need to silence this. At the age of 14, can you see the audacity of this girl? Then she proceeds to cheat on her husband with some producers to get some roles. And that kind of lays the foundation for her character, because there's a quote of her that I really like. You can be sorry about something and not regret it, because She is sorry about cheating on her husband because she genuinely likes the person, but it is true that she acknowledges that she inevitably she used that man to get to where she wants to be. And I was hooked from the beginning because of that. She is the femme fatale character. Her second husband, she marries to climb the ladder of Hollywood. She marries a rich and famous actor who also wanted to be with her because she's also a growing actress. And all of that, while her budding fame, she falls in love with her rival actress, Celia St. James, and they're so cute together. Oh my goodness, my back hurts. And she's willing to make sacrifices to keep. See, it's back in the 60s, I believe. 60s or 1940s, maybe. And it reminds me of Taylor Swift's song of Starlight, I think. There are a lot of songs that I am gonna quote. Taylor Swift has written at least 5 songs from this book alone. It is a masterpiece. Okay, moving on. So, not Taylor Swift. Evelyn Hugo falls in love with Celia St. James, and she is willing to. You know what? I'm just gonna get back to it. Why I think it fits Starlight so often because of Taylor Swift's lyrics. Like, don't you dream of starlight? Don't you dream impossible dreams? And it kind of like that single lyric reminds Evelyn Hugo and her first husband, because her first husband, right? He is very down to earth and not so ambitious. While on the other hand, Evelyn Hugo, she is very ambitious. So I just kind of pictured this mirror of that, and her husband telling her, don't you dream impossible dreams. Yeah, there are also tones of being an actress. Moving on. So, Evelyn Hugo falls in love with Celia St. James, a rival actress, blah blah blah, and she is willing to break hearts and do what needs to be done to protect Celia from the public criticism and to protect their relationship. Celia does not take it well, and yeah, exile by Taylor Swift. Right here in my Miami. And then blah blah blah, stuff goes down, husband after husband. After a while, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna get too. I'm not gonna get it at all because I'm too afraid of spoiling it. But in the end, after a lot of shit goes on, right? And in the end, Celia and Evelyn live together for a few years. Tragic, yes. A lot of drama. It's very juicy. And Evelyn has a daughter now. Also, you gotta read the first page. And Celia dies. It is not a spoiler because it's mentioned in the beginning of the book, and it's also her daughter also dies of breast cancer. And yeah, the story of Evelyn Hugo is a story of ambition and heartbreak. At least to me. We see Evelyn rise to the top of the world as the most famous person, as the most famous woman on earth, right? And then we see everything she truly cares about, her lover and her daughter, taken away from her with nothing she can do about. And then oh my goodness, I cried at the end of the book. 5 tears, okay? I cried 5 tears and not a single one more. I wiped the stuff right out. The book also focuses on her lost heritage that she had to intentionally lose to fit into Hollywood. We see some discussions on her lost culture. My goodness, my throat burns. My stomach acid came up. Oh, it hurts. Okay. We see discussions of her lost culture, and it's basically the culture that she has to lose to fit into Hollywood, and all the sacrifices as a woman and as a woman of color that she has to make, like bleaching her hair blonde, act as white passing her entire life, etc., etc. Also being overlooked as a bisexual woman, even by her lover, Celia, at times that is. It was a very touchy topic for Evelyn, as we can see in the beginning. Again, she had to spend her life being categorized and being limited into a certain label. That was that. So she had to spend her life being categorized into a certain label to fit in. She had to make sacrifices to keep her loved ones safe from the criticism of the public gaze. And in the end, the story of Evelyn Hugo is a story of women empowerment and installing positive values to thrive in capitalism, I guess, and in any certain industry, to install values such as confidence and the go-getter attitude into the next generation of women. So the relationship of Evelyn Hugo and Monique, that it reminded me of the relationship of Meryl Streep and Andrea. I don't remember the name from the Devil Wears Prada. I've watched the movie, but not, and it was a 5-star movie for me. So that relationship of a mentor figure and teaching her underling slash the next generation to be empowered and to be confident in themselves and knowing their self-worth, etc., etc. It also has that aspect in this book, and I really liked it, and it was a 5-star read, so I don't have anything to complain about. I don't know why you're here for except for the gushing. Oof. It's the end of winter here. Spring is officially here, and I didn't attend the flower festival, unfortunately. But anyways, so it's kind of a weird weather. It's the kind of the end of winter, but it's not that warm here. Switching of seasons is always hazardous to your health. That's about it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess. I don't know. I'm still awkward with the outros. So, bye.